Wow, this is sketchy. Don't drop the camera. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking a little walk in the countryside of it's called Saint-Polycarpe. It's a little town. I think it's west of Montreal, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour's distance. I'm here with my family for a little Easter dinner, so might as well burn some calories because the dinner is not gonna be so healthy, I think. Well, I don't know, I'll just have to be careful. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to start your weight loss journey, because I think it's very important. At the beginning, people are looking for a good way to start, and they're not quite sure how to start. So that's my goal for today. Try to help with that a little bit. And I have a very important secondary goal, is not to get run over by a car here. That would be great if I get too distracted. So I'll be careful. Yeah, so basically the way that I do it is to be, and you can watch this on many other channels. I watch I'm a big fan of Obese to Beast. I think his name is John. He's talked about that before. So basically you need to be in a caloric deficit, so you need to be burning more calories than you're putting in. That's basically it. And to find out how many calories you can eat per day, there's a couple different ways to do that. The first way would be to go online and find a BMR scale. A BMR stands for base metabolic rate. So that's how many calories your body can burn in a day, depending on your age, your gender, and your probably your height and your weight. And you can input all of those parameters, and it'll tell you how many calories your body is burning per day. Let's say if you're sedentary, you don't do any exercise and you do office work, so it will give you an idea. And starting from that, you have to start counting your calories. And that there's a bunch of ways to do it. There's some websites for that where you can enter your food and stuff like that. You can join Weight Watchers. I think right now the way it's set up looks pretty good. You have an app on your phone, and it gives you points based on that BMR that I was saying, but it's all in the app. So it gives you X amount of points per day, and depending on the food you enter, you have to stick inside that budget. The way I do it is I don't go with points, I go with calories. And for that, what I do is two things. I said it before, I try to keep it short today though. I use an application on the phone. It's called Lose It. And in Lose It, it calculates everything for you. So it's going to ask you your age and all those things, your current weight, and all that, and it's going to ask you how many pounds per week you want to lose. So you can go from, I think, 1 to 2, or I think that 2 is maximum. So based on that, it's going to give you a daily budget, and you just have to stick to that and enter your food in the application, which for me, I think it's super easy. I know people think it's a daunting task when you're not used to it, but it takes maybe 2 weeks to get used to it. And what's great about it is that the database keeps your food that you already entered in it. So you can copy an entire meal if you eat the same breakfast every day, for example. So like me, it's giving me right now, it's giving me an 1800 calories about budget per day, and I try to stick to that. What I do personally, I'm not recommending that for everyone, but for me I think it's a great idea, is I try to stay below a few hundred calories below that, because when you're counting your calories, it's a little bit of a guess, you know, unless you know you really weigh everything, and sometimes it's kind of hard. You go to lunch or dinner at someone's house, you can't really tell, so you have to guess a little bit. So by sticking, like maybe I try to go, let's say 300 calories below the meter. That way if I miscalculate and go over, then I'm still within that budget. That's just what I do. And yeah, it's similar with the Weight Watchers. It's going to give you points depending on your food, and it's got a database. I've heard great things about it. Before, when we didn't have the phones, the smartphones and the apps and all that, must have not been very easy, but now with the phones and technology you have, you can get a lot of help. It's not that hard. You get used to it pretty quick. And so that's basically it. Like I said, like for me, with that software, that app, I have my 1800 calories. I put all my food in, and I try to be in a caloric deficit. And that's the food side of things. And on the exercise side of things, I've said it many times before, the best thing, depending if you're starting off with a lot of weight, you're morbidly obese, and you're maybe older like I am, I'm 46, well, the best thing to do is start walking at the beginning, because as you'll see if you look at that BMR chart, if you're really overweight, let's say you're 350 pounds, your body burns a lot of calories a day because it's working hard to move you around, and your organs are working hard to because all of that fat that's inside. It's just the way it is. So you won't have to do much to start losing weight. Just stick to the calorie budget and walk a little bit. You start off with walking maybe 15 minutes each day or every second day. See if that hurts your legs, your ankles, stuff like that. If you're fine, do it more often. And after a while, you'll be able to double that up and do half an hour. And then after that, an hour. And that's the hour you start off. It's, to be honest, weight loss is very hard to do. But it's very simple, I think. It's not complicated. Which way should I go? That way? Or that way? I don't know. Let's go that way. I'm not sure. There's big rocks. Not sure how walkable this is. It's not too bad. It's probably not the best idea I ever had. Anyway. Yeah, so it's really not complicated at all. I think it's even pretty simple. You just need to be in a caloric deficit, figure out that budget with a BMR scale or the app, and count your calories. And like I said, it takes maximum 2 weeks to get used to it. As you enter your food in the database, it'll be there, and you can just tell it, I want to copy the meal from the previous day, previous week, whatever. It's very quick, and you can even enter your own recipes. So you can like in one of my previous videos, I did like a vegetarian spaghetti sauce, and I entered all the ingredients, and after that you can just copy it and just split it in your wow, this is sketchy. Don't drop the camera. Yeah, so you can enter your recipes in it, and you can use it later just to split it into, let's say, the amount of servings you want to do with that. Like my sauce, I think I did like 20 servings, and it will divvy up the calorie amounts for each. So it's pretty easy. I think it's really, really simple. And on the exercise part, again, what I did, and I said this before, is I used the Fitbit, and I think everybody knows what that is. It's a health tracker. There's many kinds. You got the Apple Watches, you get the all kinds of Garmin's, the Androids. So you can use one of those, and you can even connect it to Lose It, the app for the food. So Lose It will send the information of how many calories you ate to Fitbit, and Fitbit will see how many calories you burn during your day, either not moving around a lot. It'll see the BMR, like I was saying, the base metabolic rate from your day, and after that, as much exercise as you do, you're gonna burn more, and it will even transfer those calories to Lose It, and Lose It will tell you, will adjust the calorie budget. So it can even predict after a while, because it's gonna know that let's say after a while each day you burn on average, let's say 200 calories. So it's going to know that if you burn, let's say 1,000 calories in the morning, it will predict how much you'll get to the day, so it will figure your budget out of that. So it's really, really easy, I think, and that's the starting point. It doesn't have to be super complicated or nothing, really. And as you'll see, if you start doing that, after a while you may want to start looking at different stuff, like your macros. Macros are like your proteins, your carbs that you eat, how much fat, and all that. And it's quite interesting. For me, I don't look too much at it. I just try to get a fair amount of proteins, and I don't want to complicate things too much. I still get a lot of carbs, because from what I eat some bread during lunches. I eat some wraps, so I get some carbs from there, and a little bit of milk and sugar in the morning, because I drink 1 coffee a day. And it's quite interesting to see those stats as well. And what I think is fun about like the Fitbit is if your friends are on that, and all the different watches as well, but you can build a little community with friends, and you can see how many steps your friends did and try to challenge yourself and stuff like that, so it helps a little bit. And I know that there's even some Fitbit watches and the Apple Watch, and probably some of the Android ones, where you can get workouts right on the phone, on the watch, so it can tell you a little bit of an idea to what to do at the gym, or maybe so like CrossFit stuff. So that's basically it. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I'm already at 15 minutes. I'll try to cut that down a little bit. I don't want to talk for an hour about that, and I'll just walk around a little bit and try to show you the what's around here. It's pretty beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, I'm done with the walk. Well, I achieved my second goal of not getting run over by a car. That's pretty good. And hopefully I can achieve my first goal, which is to try to help out people. That's really what I'm trying to do here. Give you an idea where to start, because sometimes people don't quite know and they keep stalling. It's like I said, it doesn't have to be complicated. You just need to find out how much calories you burn, your body will burn in a day, and try to count your calories and go under it, be in a caloric deficit. That's basically all there is to it. And you just start by walking, and after that you can walk some more, and after that, when you can move on to the gym, I would highly recommend the elliptical. It's a great machine. It's not hard on the knees. I don't feel like it's hard on my knees. And there's a ton of other options as well, for sure. So that's a good starting point. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helps a little bit. And if you did enjoy it, please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me a lot. So I'll see you in the next one.